Podcast. Hello and welcome to Emma's podcast. In today's podcast, we're going to be talking about, I have no idea, because this is a freestyle. Yes, we are going freestyle again. I don't know, lately it's all about freestyle. So I still did pull a card for today's energy just because I'm curious to see what's going to happen. And it is from the Shaman Dreams Oracle from Colette Baron Reid and Alberto Villoldo. And it's card 53, which is a gorgeous card actually. And this card is Stranger, the Other, moving past fear of difference, curiosity, and acceptance. The stranger moves through the world in a shroud of darkness that often elicit fears, rejection, or uncertainty, as the danger of the unknown defines its very presence. Yes, there is a veil of separation between you. Look closer and summon the courage to remain open to what you might find. You may be conditioned to look only for what mirrors what is safe and known to you, refusing to entertain any concept of other beyond something to fear. In order to broaden your world and your experience of it, you must refute the illusion that sameness is the only way. Nothing you expect externally match up with the other, and you're challenged by your own inexperience. But don't miss this opportunity for learning. Something extraordinary is being offered to you now. If you remain curious and teachable, allow the newness to envelop you as you explore the possibilities. This is a departure from your expectation, but the stranger has come to invite you to dance to a new music, a new tempo, a new sensation that will add more dimension to you and what you create as a result. Now it is time to leave room for other point of view, other way of seeing with humility and grace. This is a defining moment. Take the risk. Life is like a precious diamond with many facets, not just one. I always use that diamond to describe us actually as spirit. When you start to peel the layers of the onions, quote unquote, and the layer of your spirit, this is where you saw the raw diamond. And the diamond you see has multiple facets. We are multi-dimensional people. A lot of people don't understand that and just like, no, I'm not. I can only do one thing. Not true. You have hidden gifts. But if you never go to the adventures, to the curiosity, to the stranger, you will never be able to really become who you're meant to become. Discover those hidden jewels, discover those facets, discover everything you have to offer in this beautiful world. A lot of people don't realize that you have so much creativity, you have so many gifts. Okay, maybe you suck at singing like I do, but who cares? I'm having fun to do it anyhow. But you may be gifted at putting things together, at resolving puzzle, resolving issue. Maybe you're very good at writing. Maybe you're very good speakers. Maybe you have a talent or a knack to do something that is unique to you. Explore that area, explore that avenue. And a lot of people don't because they're afraid that they're gonna be laughed at, or their significant other is gonna say, well, you're too crazy for that, we're not gonna want to have you doing this, or anything of like that, because other people are afraid. It takes courage. I was speaking with somebody a couple of days ago because I got an interview for a magazine. Very rare, but I do once a while. I go, instead of interviewing people, the table turns on me, which is fine. It's very interesting to discover what people can do or what you have accomplished. And it's open door to look back at what you have done and what spirit has in storage for you. It also shows the courage you have when you take those road down the less traveled. That's what we're asking for. That's it. It's nothing else, nothing more than trying this beautiful path. We are trailblazers, and a lot of people are forgetting we're trailblazers. We are unique. We don't need to copy everybody else's. We can emulate people, but we need to add our uniqueness into it. And a lot of people are forgetting to do that. What am I good at? What can I do to empower people? What can I do to welcome the changes in my life? What can I do to really open myself up to the world of wonders? Go crazy. Maybe people are going to think you're crazy, but who cares? Follow your hearts. Follow that little voice is telling you you're on the right path. Even if you don't see anything, even if others are looking at you, say, she's lost a freaking marble, forget about it. Do what is best for you, what feels right. It's not about the ego, it's about your spirit. A lot of people will say, well, but I want this, and that. Okay, ask yourself, is it for my highest good, or what is the reason behind it? Work on the why. Why am I doing this? Why this will enhance my life? Why? When you start to do this, you start to ask the right question, and you will realize maybe some stuff you want are not meant to be for you, and you know it. That's the hard part, to be too honest or too authentic to our own self. It's when we realize that things might not be working the way we want it, because it's not meant to be. But don't take a closed door as a rejection and you're as a loser. It gives you opportunity to find something better. It is. Been there, done that. Even for jobs, and I got turned down or ignored, because nowadays, what I love with some companies, and a lot of people are saying that actually, they're posting jobs, but they're ghosting people, which, like, well, you could have told us you don't care about me, and I don't waste my time to wait. But think for a minute, when the doors are closed or a door is closing, it gives you an opportunity to do something different. I didn't understood this many years ago, because, let's say if you lose a job, you've been, shown the door, thank you very much for your services, but we don't need you anymore, and you're like, I got rejected. You feel ashamed. As a matter of fact, you should put your head up high and just say, okay, I'm not ashamed. Now it gives me opportunity to do, what do I want to do next? Okay, I have the bills I have to pay, but what opportunity? Should I change job position? Should I change industries? What should I do? Should I maybe start something on the side while I'm looking for a part-time job? What can I do next? Can I learn? Can I go back to school? Can I do something that will elevate where I'm at to where I need to be? These are the best things you can ever do for your own self. You don't have to feel ashamed. You don't have to decide anything that doesn't make any sense, but you have to be present. You have to be there for your own self. That's the key, being there for your own self. Nobody else will be there for you if you're not there for your own self first. Believe in yourself. Believe in what you can do. That's what most people don't know and don't understand. It's believing in what they can do. And sometime you will have to deal with fate. I just pulled the card of fate, which is interesting, which is number 49. And let's see what fate has to say, if that resonates with people with that energy. The fate, that which we cannot change, non-judgment. It is writing in the skies that you have a destiny. We all have a destiny, and you know what, guys? You have a choice. You can ignore it, okay? Or you can embrace it. But we all came here to do something with our lives. And you're being invited to explore certain aspect of life unique to you and you alone. That doesn't mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold and littered with diamonds. Woo! Champagne and caviar. Give it to me, baby. No, generally those paths, when your life purposes, will require you to make some changes, will require you to be open to the world of wonder, pain. It's like the butterfly into the chrysalis. We always use that metaphor where the butterfly has to break the chrysalis. There was a very beautiful story about a young girl who, that was her father, who had basically a chrysalis. And there was a chrysalis tied to a little tree. And this little girl went the first time, look at the chrysalis, and the father said, do not touch, do not make any holes, don't touch it. Well, she wanted to be helpful. So what she did, the second time around, she poked a little hole to try to help the butterfly. But what happened is that the butterfly, when he tried to open the chrysalis and she did that, did not flew. He passed away. Why? Because she wanted to help him so much that she did not let do the work for the butterflies to break the chrysalis. And yes, think about a chicken, a little chick in his little eggs. The same with the turtle. They have to break the shell in order to, like the same with the snakes, they have to break the shell to be free. This is their work. This is their transformation and becoming free and becoming who they are meant to be. And it's the same with us. We have to do the same thing. We have to do the work. We are destined to do something beautiful. And that something beautiful requires us to go through pain, transformation, because chaos always comes when it comes down to transformation. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So when we're opened to do that, then this is where the beauty comes along. This is where we become the most powerful being. It is a time of renewal. It is a time of love. It is a time of leaving the old behind and moving forward. What most people don't understand. But when you go through your transformation, then you come on the other side as growing up. This is where you become more powerful, and the changes you bring into your life will have a positive effect. Is it pleasant? Not all the time. It is not. But we can do so much more when we are open to do that. The life of transformation, the life of love, the life of beauty. This is what we do. So why not embracing who we are? And let's see what can come up for you. You know, the transformation is something beautiful. It's something that, you know, opens up so much doors. And that's how you ask, you know, when you see people changing, moving, evolving, all of those entrepreneurs are doing this. We are all entrepreneurs. We are all trailblazers. We all have our own destiny. We don't have to be sitting on a bench and hoping for the best. When I was speaking and being interviewed, I said to people, I said to Brett, you know, one thing you got to do is you have to get up and start to do what you got to do. If you're sitting on your couch eating potato chips, don't expect a miracle to drop on your lap. You don't make anything happening. So you have to move the energy. Your energy has to move. Even, let's say, if you look for a job, then start to apply for jobs and you see that interest you. You will start to send a signal to the universe. You want a job. And it's like, okay, we're going to bring a job for Emma. We're going to bring the right job. This is what's happening. If you want to start your own business, start to name it and claim it. Find your the business name you want and start to do the homework. Where do you want? Do you want a physical store? Do you want an e-commerce store? What would you like to do? And if it's a physical one, a brick and mortar one, then where do you want it? Where? Visit. Start to wander around space. You know, where would you like to see the store? And see yourselves there. See yourself already have the store open and see client coming and flocking, being a full store at all time. That's how you do. That's how you create. That's how you co-create. Just move forward and do the co-creation like you're supposed to do. That's what it's supposed to be. A lot of people are afraid that, oh my God, if I do this and that, it will never happen. Yes, it will happen. Everything happened for a reason. So open your heart, open yourself up, and just get going. Maybe sometimes we feel like we're stuck. Maybe we have to be patient. Maybe the universe is going to release what it's supposed to release on due time. Maybe there is a karmic process you need to go through in order to be done with something and move forward. And the universe will reward you by the thousand. Life of transformation is something that is beautiful. It's something that is magical. It's something that is unique. It's something that we need more than anything else. So bring the blessing into your life by becoming who you're meant to become, and maybe a baby step at a time. It doesn't need to be a full turnaround and I'm done. It could be a baby step. My friend Kamahana, I love Jelly Kamahana, when he shared his story, and you can find it on my podcast, in regards of his destiny, he had a simple list. and he went by the list. If he wanted to go drink at the bar, he would look at the list and not go inside of a bar. But he would go and sit down at on the campus at the University of Honolulu outside just to embrace that energy. And that's how he got in. He started like that, then he went to the library at the university, and people started to approach him and they wanted to help him. And he got a scholarship and he was able to turn his life around. This is how he did it. So why don't you do the same thing as well? The life of transformation is a beautiful life. So why not doing this? Be who you're meant to become. Be who you're meant to become. Don't hesitate. It's scary, but it will bring you where you need to be. The life of a thousand is the life of a thousand. So take your opportunity and your chances and do something wonderful for your own self, because you never know when tomorrow will be gone. So I'm going to stop my podcast right now. The rest of the 2 other podcasts are going to be dedicated to a friend of mine. I just found out that my friend Jay, that I know for over 20 years, it was like a brother to me, passed away last weekend over Europe. So I will share stories on my next 2 podcasts about him. So if you hear me, my voice crying, it's because I love Jay like a brother. So I wish everybody a beautiful day. All my love. Bye now. Emma's Universe Podcast.